everyone, welcome to Babs Projects. Today it's a beautiful day outside and I'm going to show you one of my favorite biryani recipes. This recipe is for chicken biryani. It's a Karnataka style chicken biryani. This recipe for chicken biryani is a bit different from the other recipes because I use fresh ingredients, more of the greens, no masala packets or anything. So if you want to know how to make it, follow me. I'm going to start by marinating this chicken. I have used the thighs and drumstick pieces. They are all bone-in pieces, which is perfect for biryani. So first I'm going to marinate it, and for marinating it I have some turmeric, some salt, and some yogurt. Now I'm going to mix it. Actually, I'm going to use my hand to mix it. I'm going to mix it well. The reason for marinating this chicken is so that it will remove all the turmeric, and the yogurt helps in removing all of the raw chicken smell, and the yogurt also helps to tenderize the chicken meat. And that's it. So I'll leave it aside for about 20-30 minutes. So while the chicken is marinating, I'm going to assemble all of the ingredients for the green masala paste. The green masala paste is going to be the base for the chicken curry. So first I'm going to add some coriander leaves, cilantro leaves. Next I'm going to add some mint, some coconut. This is fresh grated coconut. Onion, ginger, tomatoes, garlic, and chili. This is green chilies. It may look like a lot, but once the curry is done and you mix it up with the rice, it'll all balance out. And for the garam masala, I have lightly roasted these, and I'm going to add them to this paste to make the paste as well. I have some black pepper, cinnamon sticks. This is the Indian cinnamon stick. Some cloves and 2 bay leaves. Now I'm going to blend this into a fine paste. I'm going to add some water and then blend it into a fine paste. Now I'm going to start making my chicken curry for this biryani. So for that, first I'm going to add some oil. Next I'm going to add some onion, finely chopped. Just going to saute it for a couple of seconds. And now I'm going to add the chicken pieces into it. I'm going to stir it a little bit. And next I'm going to add the green masala paste to it. And I'm going to add some salt. And I'm going to mix it. mix it well, and then allow it to cook for some time. Cover it with some lid and then allow it to cook for some time. While the chicken is cooking, I'm going to make some rice, and for that I'm using a rice cooker. To this rice cooker I'm going to add ghee. Do not skimp on ghee, add it liberally because ghee is what makes this recipe amazing. So I'm going to add at least 3 to 4 tablespoons of ghee. Next I'm going to add these dry spices, some cloves, some cinnamon, cardamom, whole pods, and bay leaves. I'm going to add the rice into it, and this is basmati rice. I'm making this chicken biryani the old fashioned way, so I'm going to cook it completely. And with this rice cooker, I get the perfect texture. I don't get overcooked rice. So I like using the rice cooker. Going to make sure to saute it nicely with the ghee, and every grain of rice is coated with this ghee, because that is what will allow the rice, the grains of these rice to remain separate once it's done. So just lightly saute it and make sure all of the ghee is coating the rice. Now I'm going to add some salt. Slightly mix again. And finally I'm going to add water. For every cup of rice, I add 2 cups of water. And like I find that proportion is perfect. I'll stir it a bit. Place the lid and then allow it to cook for around 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. This chicken biryani, as there's multiple steps involved. I am cooking the chicken curry over here, the rice is cooking over here, and now I have to make the caramelized onion, which is another one of the ingredients that we use while layering the biryani. So let's see how to do that. For caramelizing the onions, again I'm going to use ghee, and a lot of it. Next I'm going to add some onions. These onions have been chopped thinly and lengthwise, and I'm going to add this. I'm going to saute this in this ghee for some time, at least 3 to 4 minutes, switching between medium and high flame. The reason I'm caramelizing these onions is because it adds a nice sweet taste to the biryani, and it balances out the spiciness of the chicken curry. So I like to use, that's the reason I like to use caramelized onion instead of fried onions. The onions are done, and this is the perfect consistency, texture, look, and everything. So now I'm going to set this aside, so that way it will cool down and I can use it at the time of layering the biryani. All of the components for the chicken biryani are ready over here. I have the caramelized onion, I have the chicken curry, and I have the basmati rice, cooked basmati rice. I just wanted to remind you guys, if you are looking for the exact recipe and measurement of the ingredients, then I'm going to post, it's up on my blog, and I'm going to post the link in the description, so make sure you to check that. One more note about the chicken curry. I cooked it for about 20-25 minutes on high flame, covered with lid, and then I reduced the heat to low and removed it off the flame. Removed the lid and then cooked it for some another 15 minutes. And this I did so that it would help thicken the chicken curry. So just remember those things. And now all I have to do is layer the biryani, and I will show you how to do that. As I mentioned before, I'm doing this the traditional old-fashioned way, so I like to build it up in layers. So I'm going to add the chicken curry as the first layer. Just add as many pieces as you can. Next, I'm going to add a layer of rice. And the final layer is going to be in these caramelized onions. Just going to drop them. If you want some color, you can add some saffron. I will just sprinkle saffron directly over it. Final layer will be the chicken curry again. I'll add the rice. The layering is done, and now I'm going to cover it with some foil. And then I'm going to cover it with foil really nicely so it's like airtight. It creates a airtight environment for the rice and chicken. On top of that, I'll place this lid and then cook it on low flame for around 15 minutes. 15 minutes are done, and I'm going to remove this lid and the foil and show you the biryani. It's hot. Look at how beautiful that looks. I'll just plate some. Look at that gorgeous green color. The green blending with the yellow of the saffron. It smells amazing over here. You have to be here to smell it in my kitchen right now. The rice has cooked perfectly, and the onions and the chicken curry has blended really well. I have a plate full of biryani in front of me, and like I mentioned before, this is my favorite kind of chicken biryani. I serve it with some raita and chicken curry on the side. And now I'm going to take a bite of this and taste it. You can see this. Absolutely fantastic and delicious. I wish you were here right now to taste this biryani. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure you comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, the exact recipe and measurements for the ingredients is in the link below in the description, so check that out. And until next time, goodbye.